everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Vikings going up against the Buccaneers. So now let's head on over to rainy Raymond James Stadium in Tampa to welcome in our announcing crew, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, it's something that Floridians are all too familiar with as the rain continues to fall here at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the 2017 NFL season between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's the marquee game of opening weekend on a Sunday night on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Carry now for Doug Martin. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. Eight yards to go here on second down. Again, it's Martin. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
On third down, Winston. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They go play action here on first down. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. First down, here's the run with Martin. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
To throw, Winston. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Winston from the gun on third down. He's got time in the pocket. He's got Evans. And they convert on third with a gain of 22.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
That's complete right around the 8. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. We get a glance at the Buccaneer defense as they file into position. And the interception, the last time they were out there, ended up leading to a touchdown.
So the only thing they didn't get really was the pick six, because that's what everyone wants. Take it immediately to the end zone, but their offense capitalized on the takeaway and turned it into the 6 points they were looking for.
Yeah, set them up pretty, got the touchdown. Now they're back out there defensively. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards on the pickup, and that leads to a Minnesota first down.
That run is what defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop a shoulder and run through contact.
And he's amazing at keeping those strong legs going, isn't he?
For him, no run is ever truly over. I mean, he's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually down. That's how he finishes runs in a big way.
They run again on first down. Peterson. Adrian Peterson off to the races. Touchdown, Vikings. Adrian Peterson, 63 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. They'll come out in the pistol.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
A good pickup there at 22.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
With Martin pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now a second down throw for Winston. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion, because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense, Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
So many times during games we talk about reading keys. So what does that mean for a cornerback? Well, when you're guarding a receiver, is he actually going out for a pass, or is he trying to block you because it's a running play? Reading the key and understanding the play. On this one, he diagnosed it perfectly and made an excellent tackle.
Now Bridgewater. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. First down, here's a run with Peterson. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfect.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
I have to believe that if you're the team trying to block a field goal, you don't mind this weather. All right, the rain probably is going to help you because so many things can go wrong for the guys trying to kick the ball. It's as simple as maybe you just lose your footing. You kind of spin out like a tire in the snow, not getting traction, and you create a space and someone comes through.
And I think for everybody, snapper, holder, kicker, everything slows down maybe a fraction of a second. And a fraction of a second and a field goal try, that can be all the different.
I love how you describe that. Everything slows down, but it's a deliberate slowdown, isn't it?
Yep.
Because everyone's trying to be more careful and more deliberate to make sure it's executed.
To throw, Winston. And he hits his target. This is Luke Stocker. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Following the penalty, Martin, he'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Check three.
One man on the backfield, that's Martin. Now a play fake to Martin. Here's Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Anthony Bowman into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So there on that play, offensively, they were in the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
On second down, Martin. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Jameis to throw it. He's got time. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And Aguayo's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. Second down, Britt looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. 1 man of the backfield, that's Martin. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. On 3rd down, Winston surveying the field. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Yeah, that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down, if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
And after the penalty, the offense backed up here on 3rd down. Third and long for Winston. Finding time. Still back there. Evans has it left side. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. If most teams take a period at a time to work on different things, they put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game. Why? They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
Winston looking for someone to throw to. Caught. It's right side. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Jameis again. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll throw again. Winston. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And Aguayo able to knock it through. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. A play fake to Peterson. Now Bridgewater. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Bridgewater now from the 50. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And it's second down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Here's Bridgewater. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On second down, Bridgewater again. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Alteron Werner. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast. All right, hang on here. We'll jump over halftime. Just let the system and graphics catch up. Okay, all set. Third quarter now. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Bridgewater gives to his tailback, Peterson. Oh, he pulls over him. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Bridgewater fakes the give to Peterson. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell, and that'll make it third down.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The offense in that middle ground here on third down, 3rd and 5. Here's Bridgewater. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
They run it again with Martin. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I would not want to be an offensive lineman in today's NFL, especially not a center or a guard, if you got to deal with these massive defensive tackles who could not just beat you with strength, but they can beat you with quickness and guile as well. They can get upfield and make plays. And a lot of times what they're taught, just go ahead and tackle everyone that comes in your area and keep the run with the ball. And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3-and-out. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They go play action here on 1st down. Deep drop. Over the middle to Evans. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And another Winston to Evans connection. Mike Evans, he didn't play football until his senior year of high school. He was such a good basketball player down in Galveston, Texas. But I think he's happy he picked football up.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. I would have loved to have been around those conversations. The head basketball coach, the head football coach. Since it was high school, maybe it was the same guy. You never know. And saying, I need this guy out on the field. That's worked quite well for him. And Jameis Winston's so happy to have him on his squad.
And they've got the lead in this one because of those 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one. And the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 28. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. One man in the backfield, that's Martin. He's going to get the football. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
Holding offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. Ten-yard penalty there on first down, so now 1st and 20. Jameis to throw it. He completes it to Evans.
Holding offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. One receiver to the left is Evans. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
First down, Bridgewater. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They come out here in the eye. They pitch it out to Peterson. And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Pressure from behind, and he's going to be thrown down. Daniil Hunter in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now Jameis on second down. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
3rd and long for Winston. He's got time in the pocket. Trying to lay one up deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Holding offense.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And the Vikings pick up the football. Look at this spin.
Balance.
The Buccaneers defense, we watch them get set to go. And they forced the fumble last time. Now 4 turnovers for this defense. They've been darn good.
It's become a feeding frenzy, hasn't it? I mean, almost like the sharks. They descend upon their prey. That's what they've done this entire game. 4 takeaways, they preach it, and today they're living it.
Well, when you have that many, you probably think, all right, well, we'll just get another one now, right?
That's how it works. Everyone feels like, if I didn't get one, I'm doing something wrong.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Holding offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. A 10th carry now for Peterson. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adrian Adrian Peterson. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that third touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run by Adrian Peterson. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Play fake to Martin. Now Jameis. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Oh, and the defender took some liberties there with a late hit, roughing the passer.
The league has done a great job of defining what is a late hit and illegal contact on a quarterback. The defenders really have to get in line.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Holding, offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. So now a 1st and 20. Another pistol look here. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Peterson alone in the backfield, and they'll give it to him here. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
On 2nd down, Peterson. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. William Golston in on the stop.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Throwing is Bridgewater. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Time running out here on the play clock. Bridgewater a give. This is Peterson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Tie game late, and the offense really has to be conscious of the clock here as it's becoming a factor late in this ball game. Again, Peterson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They run with Peterson. He's been busy tonight. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the slot man goes in motion left. Slot man moves right. Now a give to Peterson running right. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
Let's go.
Bridgewater. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And the Vikings defense ready to head back out there now. They've got a situation where a field goal ties it. How do you defend this? Because you obviously don't want to give up the touchdown. How aggressive do you get?
That's always the key, isn't it? Where is the line on aggressiveness to over-aggressiveness? And I think most coordinators are looking at it like run your regular defense, add some pressure packages, because really the 35-yard line is the one you really want to defend. At that point, you're thinking you're probably giving up 3. Anything outside of that, you feel like you've got a chance to hold them.
So they'll be in search of the proper amount of pressure. He's back to throw. He's got time. All kinds of time. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They'll come up with split backs in the backfield. And now down to 24 seconds after the spike. Winston with a give to Martin. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the... And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 30. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. And that trip to the end zone, I think that's the dagger.
Handshakes all around now. Everybody looking at each other and starting to celebrate a big victory.
Extra point try now for Walsh. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Winston surveying the field. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
One last shot now for Winston. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Vikings, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been